object-oriented programming. Inheritance indicates the code reusability. Okay. So actually, there are four important characteristics of object-oriented programming: encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism. Actually, encapsulation and abstraction are meant to hide or group data into one element. Polymorphism is to indicate different tasks performed by a single entity. Inheritance indicates the code reusability. Okay. So inheritance means the process of creating new classes from the existing classes. Okay. Inheritance is a process of creating new classes from the existing classes. Here, new classes are called as subclasses, and the existing classes are called as superclasses. In C++, we are calling base and derived, base class and derived class. Here, super and subclass. Okay, so using inheritance, we can create a general class that defines traits common to a set of related items. So this class can then be inherited by other, that is more specific classes. So each subclass adding those things that are unique to it. Okay, so a class that is inherited is called a superclass. The class that does the inheriting is called as subclass. So we can say a subclass is a specialized version of a superclass. Okay, subclass is a specialized class. Superclass is a generic class, generalized class. So it's not generic, generalized class. So subclass inherits all of the instance variables and the methods defined by the superclass, and it also contains its own unique elements. Okay. Okay. So inheritance. So inheritance is a process of creating a new classes from the existing classes. Okay. So types of inheritance. Types of inheritance: one, single inheritance; two, multiple; three, multi-level; four, hierarchical; and the fifth one is hybrid inheritance. Okay, so there are 5 different types of inheritance. Single inheritance means only one superclass and only one subclass. So that is single inheritance. Okay, multiple inheritance. A subclass is derived from more than one superclasses. A subclass is derived from more than one superclasses. So here, more than one superclass and only one subclass. So this is multiple, but Java does not support multiple inheritance directly. But indirectly, it supports multiple inheritance through interfaces. Okay. So single inheritance, only one superclass and only one subclass. Multiple inheritance, more than one superclasses and one subclass. Multi-level inheritance, a subclass which is derived from another subclass, that is called multi-level inheritance. So hierarchical inheritance, only one superclass, more than one subclasses. So more than one subclasses are derived from only one superclass, that is called hierarchical inheritance. Okay, then hybrid inheritance is a combination of any two inheritance, that is we say hybrid inheritance. Okay, so these are the 5 different types of inheritances. Okay, so Java does not support multiple inheritance. Okay, so in class Java does not support multiple inheritance, but through interface it supports multiple inheritance. So one class can implement any number of interfaces, but one class cannot extend more than one classes. Okay, then the syntax of the subclass. Okay, syntax of subclass. Class, then subclass name. Okay, class A. So this is a super class. Then class B extends. Okay, class B extends A. Okay, here A is a super class and B is a subclass. Okay, so in C++, we use the syntax class B colon, then one visibility, public, private, protected, then base class. Okay, here extends keyword is used. Okay, class B extends A. So B, the class B inherits all of the instance variables and the methods defined by the class A. Okay. So this is a single inheritance. Okay, class B extends B. So suppose class A. Okay, class B. Class C extends A comma B. Okay, so it is invalid because Java does not support multiple inheritance. So in C++, multiple inheritance creates some problem. That is ambiguity error. That's a Java avoid this inheritance. Okay. Then multi-level inheritance. So there is class A, class B extends A. Then class C extends B. Okay. So class A, class B extends A, class C extends B. Okay. Here B is a subclass of A, C is a subclass of B. Okay. So this is a multi-level inheritance. That is a subclass is derived from another subclass. Okay. That is called multi-level inheritance. Then hierarchical inheritance, class A, class B extends A, class C extends A. Here A is a super class and B and C are subclasses. Okay. So more than one subclasses are derived from only one superclass. That is called hierarchical inheritance. The hybrid inheritance is a combination of any two inheritance. Okay. So Java supports single, multi-level, then hierarchical inheritance. Okay. Okay, I will show one example. Okay. Class publication. Okay, class publication or class student. So class publication, private string title. then private float price. Okay, so title and price are the data member of the class publication. Okay, then void set data. Okay, void set data, then string title, comma, float price. Okay, void set data, string title, float price. So we need to initialize title with title. So how can we differentiate the data member and argument? What keyword is used to differentiate them? Tell me you. Here the data member and argument are in same name. So how can we differentiate?
This keyword.
Okay, very good. This keyword. So this keyword refers to the current object. So this dot title equal to title. Then this dot price equal to price. The void set data. Then void put data. So system dot out dot println. Okay, system dot out dot println. Title plus title. Then system dot out dot println. Price equal to plus price. Okay. So the class publication contains two data member. One is title and another one is price. And two member functions. One is set data for initializing data members, and another one function is put data for displaying title and price. Okay, so I am going to create one subclass. So class book. So it extends publication. Okay, class book extends publication. So this class has one additional data member, that is private int number of pages. Okay, private int pages. So here one set data function, that is void set data 1 of string title float price, comma, int pages. Okay, so title and price. Okay, we send this value to the super class. So here I invoke set data of title, comma, price. So this calling statement invoke the super class set data method. Okay, set data. Then I initialize pages. So this dot pages equal to pages. Okay. Then void put data 1. Void put data. So first we have to display title and price. So I call put data method. Here I display number of pages. System dot out dot pages. Okay. Okay. So this is single inheritance. Super class is publication. Okay. Subclass is book. The subclass contain one data member pages and two member function. One is the data one and another one is data one. The function set data one invoke the set data of the superclass for initializing title and the price. Then the function put data one invoke the put data for displaying title and price. Okay. So now I'm going to create the main class. So class PW. Okay. So public static void main of string array. Okay. Public static void main string array. Okay. So create object from the book class. So book B equal to new book. So object creation. Okay. Then B dot set data one. So book name Java. Okay. Price 500 float. Number of pages thousands. Then B dot put data. Okay. B dot put data. So I save this program. Okay. Pdemo dot so I'm going to compile this program. In Java C pdemo.java. Okay. So private string title. Okay. Okay. So Java p demo. So here the output is title Java, price 500, number of pages thousands. Okay. So this is a simple example for inheritance. So this is a single inheritance because only one subclass and only one superclass. Okay. So here the class subclass book inherits the set data and put data method from its superclass publication. Okay. So a subclass includes all of the member of its superclass. Okay. So subclass cannot access a private member of the superclass. Okay. So actually the private variable, private data member which can be accessed from only within a class.